Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bridget Oladipo. On this channel I film about faith, marriage and lifestyle from UAE. Thank you for tuning in, and for my returning subscriber, thank you for coming back again. Thank you for your love and support to this channel. I do appreciate you all. May the Lord bless you. As you can already tell by today's title, today we're going to be sharing 6 reasons. I mean, there are more than 6, but I'm going to be sharing 6 reasons why happy marriages turn sour. Why happy marriage turns sour. If that feels like what you want to know about, don't go nowhere. Let's just get right into the video. Known there are many relationships or marriages that started on a very exciting and a happy note, and along the line, as the marriages tries and proceed, it starts to take a downward slope from being very happy to a sour one, a non-exciting one, a very sad one, and the people involved cannot even place how these things happen. So today I'm sharing 6 reasons why some marriages turn from happy marriages to a sour one. And the first on my list to start with is when the people involved start to relax. So will tell me, okay, so what's wrong with relaxing in your relationship? We all know that when we start a relationship, we go into it with zeals and with a lot of strength and vigor on making this team work. We're ready to put all our effort to it to make it work. But what I've come to discover is that when people get into this relationship, they tend to relax because there's nothing to chase anymore. Now we are married, we are together, so what is there to start putting in all the effort? They just start to wish things to happen. The truth is that it takes intentional effort to make marriage work. It takes intentional effort to make relationship work. So when you start to relax and you just wish to happen, nothing happened by just men wishing. We put in the intentional effort to make them work. So when you start to relax in your relationship and you're not putting into the work to bring that dream, that things you always emphasize in your relationship into work, then you start to see that the used to be very happy marriage will just begin to turn sour because you are so relaxed. You're not putting in the work that is required in making it work. That is the first on my list of why happy marriages turn sour. Second on my list is the environment. Some environment can be so serious that it's like it's going to be like a death kind of scenario. The environment of the home or of the relationship is always serious, that when we come together, everybody is just like, okay, there's nothing new, there's nothing exciting, nothing, like everything is just the mundane. Especially in the society we are in now, where we have like a routine, a mundane routine of, okay, wake up, go to work, and cook food, eat, take care of the children, wake up, go to work, and the routine is just like all over in churning circles like that. When the environment in a relationship is too serious, it's just a matter of time. What seems happy will start beginning to turn sour when the environment is just extremely too serious. It needs to be fun. It needs to be a spontaneous environment, not the mundane, the routinous one that we have every day. So if the environment of your relationship is always too serious, if we're not talking about school fees, we're talking about rent, we're talking about how to reach out to our family, how intense these energies will just start to like build things down, and before the happy marriages will start to turn sour. What's one on my list? Unrealistic expectation. A lot of people go into marriages, go into relationship with a very high unrealistic expectation they've seen in movie, expectation they've seen in relationship they've known, expectation they've seen in their parents' relationship, expectations from friends, from novels. They bring all this unrealistic expectation into marriage, expecting so much from their partner, expecting so much from their marriages, and when these things are not coming into play, they start to get dissatisfied on context and all of that. I want to be like this, I want to be like that, I've seen this. And when you're not seeing them coming into play, you kind of like get dissatisfied with your relationship, and it's just a matter of time. That happy relationship will start turning sour, because when these expectations are not met, the next thing you start to feel within you is disappointment. So unrealistic expectation on our partner, on our marriages, can make happy relationship to go sour. What are the expectations you are placing so high that, forgetting that nobody is perfect, your partner is not perfect, you are not perfect, and you are just trying to build something new in your relationship, and you are putting so much unrealistic expectation, is not just going to work. So when there are unrealistic expectations, happy marriages do turn sour. Next, number 4 on my list is comparison, which you can just bring from the previous point to this point. By the time you have this unrealistic expectation, you start to compare your partner, your marriage, to that of other people. You know, when you compare yourself, let's even start with you, let alone your partner, and then your marriage to other ones. Comparison is the killer of marriages. Comparison is the killer of happiness. Comparison is the killer of everything that needs motivation. No, do not do it. Do not compare your marriage. Do not compare your partner to another person. Once you start to compare, then you begin to get dissatisfied in your relationship. I usually say that no two marriages are the same way no two persons, even twin born of the same mother in the same womb, they are never the same. They have their uniqueness and their differences. So is your relationship too. You have your uniqueness in your relationship, so is your partner. Whichever relationship you end up in a marriage, that marriage is a blessing unto you, and the more you see that marriage as a blessing unto you, the best you get out of it. But the moment you start to compare, then you start getting dissatisfied. You no longer see the blessings in that relationship. I say to myself every day that my partner is a huge blessing to me, and so is my marriage a huge blessing to me, and so is yours also. But the moment you leave your relationship and you start to compare your relationship with Mr. A's, Mr. B's, and then that dissatisfaction comes in, and what used to be a happy relationship will just begin to turn sour. Do not compare your relationship with anyone. Number 5 on my list, why happy relationship turns sour, is when there is no growth. See, your relationship cannot thrive or grow beyond your personal growth. It cannot grow above and beyond your personal growth. When both partners are not growing, or when one partner is growing and the other one is not growing, be it spiritually, career-wise, academically, whatever area you require growth in your life, if you don't keep improving on yourself and getting better at yourself, if there is even a stagnant water smells, anything that is not growing, that remains stagnant, will definitely die. So if you are not growing in your relationship, what seems happy will begin to turn sour. If your partner is growing and you are not growing, that partner will soon start to see you as not befitting enough for him or her in that relationship. You require growth at every stage of your life for you to get to the next phase of your relationship, for you to experience the next happiness in your relationship. It requires growth. The more you evolve, the more you get best at what you do, or you become the best version of yourself, the more your relationship thrive and the happier it gets. No love structure on which you build everything in your marriage on, then the happy marriage will begin to turn sour. What do I mean by that? You need to build a basis which both of you draw a middle ground in everything you agree on, be it spiritual, be it financial, be it career-wise, be it how to raise children, how you both are going to manage your in-laws. Both of you have to come to a middle ground of understanding and acceptance, and what you both will apply in your marriage. If these things are not in place, what you have every now and then is disagreements, arguments, and all whatnot. So for you to always be on the middle ground, you need a love structure on which you build your marriage upon, on which both of you have agreed that, okay, when XYZ issue pops up, this is how we are going to be resolving it, based on how we both have brought our ideas together, and we have said that on this ground with so help or whatever you both come with, this is how we're going to be resolving our differences. If there is no structure on which you build things on in your marriage, then it's just a matter of time, because things that are happy will begin to turn sour. In this age and time where girls are just want to sit and be taken care of and all of that, the next point on my list is when there is a taker mentality. A taker mentality is a selfish mentality that it's all about me. What will I get from my partner? What my partner must do to make me happy? What this must do to the, all about me, 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 me. And when there is a me, me, me without you giving back, I usually say that marriage is all about service. Both parties servicing one another. We are called unto service in marriage. Bible says it is not good for a man to be alone. I will provide for him a helpmeet that is suitable for him. You are into that relationship to help your partner, and your partner help you, and as you both help one another, as they say, iron sharpens iron, you both get better and the marriage is thriving. So if any one of both parties come into a marriage with a taker's mentality, which is a selfish mentality that is all about self. I know, yes, human beings are born with a selfish mindset of about them. But when you come into marriage, you need to adjust that into a service mentality. I service you, you service me, and we become best version of ourselves. If one person is always giving, it's just a matter of time that person is going to get drained as time goes on. Because always giving and not getting back, you're going to get drained somehow at some point. Especially now that young girls, all they say is, I just want to sit and be taken care of. I just want to be loved. I just want my partner to love me. Girl, that is not the mentality that you're going to marriage with. Yes, you're going to be loved, you're going to be taken care of, but you also have to give back by also taking care of that partner. Take care of me, I take care of you. We both get best, and that is what makes relationship happy and exciting. So when there is a taker's mentality, a happy marriage will begin to turn sour, because the person that is always giving is going to get drained at some point, and he will no longer enjoy the so-called relationship anymore. And what you hear is, we used to be so good, we used to be so happy together. I don't know at what point we lose it. If you sit and analyze and appraise your relationship, you'll see that one or two or more of this point I've listed is what begins to set in bit by bit, that is making that relationship or marriage to begin to turn sour from a happy one. So I've been able to say in all reasons why happy marriages turn sour. Number one is when both parties begin to relax in putting in the work in making the relationship work. Number two, when the environment is too serious. Number three, when there are unrealistic expectations from an individual that they bring into their marriage or for their partner. Number four, when there's so much comparison, you keep comparing your partner or your marriage to other marriages or people for the wrongest of all reasons. Number five, when there is no growth. Where there is no growth, when there is stagnancy, of course, it repels. Number six, when there is a taker's mentality, which is a selfish one, then a happy marriage will begin to turn sour. And finally, which is the bonus point, is when there is no love structure with which you build all of your no love structure or foundation which you build on in your marriage. When all of this are in place, there are more to it, but these are the ones I'm talking about today. You begin to see that happy marriages or relationships begin to turn sour. I hope this video has been helpful for you to examine your relationship. I don't know at which point it is. If you're exhibiting any of this, you might want to correct it so that your relationship will start to thrive and boost from being happy to happier and happiest. Thank you for tuning in to this video. This is all about it for today. Let me know in the comment section, are there other more ways you think it makes happy relationship to go sour? Please share with me in the comment section. I'll be more than delighted to learn from you. Also, give the video a huge thumb up if it has been helpful. If you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to this channel. It helps this channel to grow. And yes, I'll see you in my next video. Stay blessed, stay safe. I love you, but God loves you more. Bye.